Hey all, what's going on? It's BradPhusion here with some more Space Engineers, and today I'm going to show you guys a ship I've been working on, or I was working on earlier today. Because with the new release of weapons, I figured I'd try to make a decent all-rounder ship that could also work kind of as a trade vessel, but can also be used as attacking. And I tried to make it as realistic as possible by sticking all the thrusters in the right places. So today I'm going to present to you this ship here. It doesn't have a name. I haven't actually given it a name yet, so you guys can do that as well. But I try to keep it pretty simple, but pretty versatile as well. So as you guys can see, it has quite a few thrusters on it, and it also has these little sections here, which I don't really know what they're for. I just thought they look kind of cool to have. And it's actually got its own little cargo area, so the ship would be great for trading if you can just, come in here, store all your stuff, and then take it to some sort of trade outpost and then deposit all the stuff that you've made. It also has thrusters on the front down here as well. So for the weapons, it's got 6 missile pods, 3 either side, and it has 4 Gatling guns in total. And this middle pod here is full of all reactors and gyros. I think there's a few gyros in the arms as well. But this was an interesting ship I made. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably fit a drilling machine on the front here, but this is more of a trading type vehicle, but it's also a fighter as well. So if I get inside here, you can see that there's quite easily a clear field of view that you have. You're not limited in any way. And the guns do work rather well. I don't know why they don't have any sounds. That's a bit odd. I do have the sounds turned up for myself, so there should be sounds there. Unless I turned down the settings, but I didn't change that. Huh, they are turned down. That was weird. There we go. So let me go third person here, and you guys can see it does a fairly decent job at killing things. And all these missiles, they do not collide in any way because they're just the right space apart as well. So there's that. And yeah. It reminds me, I don't know, this ship reminds me of something. I'm not too sure what it reminds me of. It looks like it's out of a movie or something, but yet again, that wasn't how I designed it. I just designed it because I thought it looked cool. And that's pretty much what I went with, so yeah, like I said, the ship can take out targets as well. But like I said, I merely built this as like a trading type vessel. Because my original small fighter ship, which I'm not too sure where it is right now. It's up there. There they are. Let's fly over to these and have a slight comparison. Because the original ship I made, which is called the Black Rose, which you guys named as well, isn't that great at combat. It's actually really quite terrible, actually. Oops, can I stop in time? Nope. That was close. Let me slow down here for a second. I want to show you what's also below it as well, which is something else I was looking at. The one downside to the ship is that its slowing down speed is not great because there's only 3 thrusters on the front. So if I get out now, it'll most likely drift for a little while. There we go. So this is my original fighter ship, also known as the Whoops. Not the Whoops, it's known as the Black Rose. But the reason why this doesn't work is because of the missile launchers here. They are way too close together. So it usually just blows itself up whenever you fire, though it was a nice design because it actually was pretty mobile as well. So I decided to scrap this. And this over here was something I was messing around with. This was after I finished recording the last video, which was with the actual weapons. And when I was rendering the video, I decided to mess around with the placement of rockets and see what I could come up with. And this was a really interesting one because if I get inside of it, because I realized something when I had misplaced one of my rockets. I had put it on the back and I had faced it forwards, and what I realized was that the rocket didn't actually collide with the ship, it just went right through it. So I wonder what happens if I stacked a whole bunch of rockets together, and you get this. Now, you probably didn't notice that all too well, but that is actually a line of rockets going behind each other, and they literally blow up in sequence. So to prove this, show this effectiveness, let me fire at this thing here. I'm pretty sure this would dig a hole pretty much right through the whole thing. If I'm correct, you can see through it already. That's just from one long line of these missiles. So you can imagine having this built on the side of a ship, or on like two sides of the ship. But yeah, that's just showing off how effective it is. I'm pretty sure other people have come up with this idea as well. I mean, considering it didn't really involve much thought, just weird placements of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much perfect for just going straight through something without any trouble at all. Now we can go through this as well. I mean, easily we can go through that. Can I hit the small ship? Yes, and you. It just obliterates everything. And the way it works, or the way it drills through stuff, is really quite simple. The first rocket, let me put that away. When the first rocket collides with something, it detonates, but the blast radius doesn't actually destroy the second rocket, which then flows even further deep into the thing, and then collides with something else that's a little bit deeper, and then the third one goes deeper and blows up, the fourth one goes deeper and blows up. So you get how that pretty much works. It's almost like explosive mining or drilling, where the first one will blow up here, and the second one there, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So you get how it works. And as you guys can see, it's clearly effective. I don't know if they're going to keep this sort of thing working, or whether they're going to actually add collisions to vehicles, because it's a bit weird as it is right now. I'll show you what I was talking about before by actually having yourself fire through a ship. So let me go back here, and well, let me just put it on the back here, just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So we'll have this back here, of these, and I will put them on the sides. Do I have them? We will put them here. No, they shouldn't collide, but you should easily be able to tell which ones they are when I fire, and they will clearly go right through the ship with no problem at all. Now, I have tried distance as well. I've actually had a ship that goes all the way out one way, and I had my cockpit all the way on the other end, and actually fired the rockets from one side, and they went right through the cockpit. So it didn't really matter about distance at all, as long as it was the same part of that machine. So, well, was that the other thing I want to show you guys? I think that was over there. I'll show you guys that as well. So let me get in here and I will fire it. Show you guys what I meant. So let me go somewhere where it doesn't lag. Press 2, fire. Did they even fire? I don't think they fired. I don't know why they didn't fire. There we go. And as you guys can see, clearly they went right through. So yeah, that's something interesting to keep in mind when designing. I mean, I typically wouldn't go with this or with this. I would rather design my ship in a... well, where are they? I would rather design my ship in a way that the placement doesn't really go right through the whole thing. Now, where was that prototype I wanted to show you guys? It was around here somewhere. Is that you? I think that's you. So this was an early version of that ship there that I was working on. Oh, here we go. I was trying different placements and seeing how they would work out. And like I said, this was an original design. But I didn't like how this was over the top kind of thing, because it made me feel that if I was to turn the ship too quickly whilst firing, the missiles would collide with the actual armor. So that's when I redesigned it to that. So yeah, there's this. It doesn't really fly or anything, but it works. I'm not going to say it doesn't work. And you can turn it around, and as you guys can see, the missiles don't collide at all. Which I'm thinking that they probably should. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this really short video. I'm hoping to get back to working on some other inventions soon, but with the whole Christmas holidays and family and stuff over, I've been rather distracted and only playing this very little. I think I put maybe 1 or 2 hours into this in the past week or two, so I apologize for that. And thank you guys for watching, and leave a name in the comment section down below as to what you want to call this guy here. See you guys later.